should always increase the amount of the fairness in the society. But when we think about the humans and the human condition and biases that we have, life is probably will never ever be fair. So how can we be successful in this such an unfair world? Please don't tell me that you still believe that hard work is only way to achieve success, because it's not. And it's time to change your mind on that. Success is not simply awarded to the hardest workers. It is awarded to those who develop and use their unfair advantages. This is a quote from the Unfair Advantages book. By unfair advantage, we do not mean an unethical or illegal advantage. An unfair advantage is competitive upper hand and your set of unfair advantages that is unique to you. And sometimes it's not one that is earned or worked for. So let's take a very simple example from social media, from influencers maybe. Being pretty is a significant unfair advantage that you can use. It does not necessarily mean that if you don't fit into current beauty standards, you cannot be successful as an influencer or something. But if you're pretty, if you're considered to be pretty, it's more likely for you to succeed because you have that unfair advantage. It's same like being tall as a basketball player. Of course, there are short basketball players that are very successful, but if you're tall, you have that unfair advantage in that area. You know, life isn't fair, but if you use the unfairness of the life as an excuse to have a victim mindset, to stop yourself from striving to achieve your goals, to make your dreams a reality, then you're only shooting yourself in the foot. If we want to be successful in our lives, we have to find our unfair advantages and we have to work the system instead. So how can we exactly do that? Actually, in the Unfair Advantage book, they're explaining the Miles framework. So these are the unfair advantages that you can use in your life. So M is money. Money is the capital you have or that you can easily raise. I is intelligence and insight. Intelligence and insight includes book smarts, social and emotional intelligence, as well as creativity. L is location and luck, but I would also add looks. And because in today's world and in like some businesses, it's really important to have good looks. Location and luck is all about being in the right place at the right time. And the E is education and expertise. Education and expertise is both your formal schooling and also your self-learning, which gives you intellectual and technical know-how. S is status. Status is your social status, including your network and connections. It's your personal brand. In other words, how you're perceived. It also includes your inner status, which is your confidence and self-esteem. While listening to these, you might think like, I do not have any unfair advantage in my life. But first thing first, that is impossible because everything can be your unfair advantage. These are just like the main things that you can consider as an unfair advantage, but if you know how to create and use your unfair advantages, everything can be your unfair advantage. But the thing is, unfair advantages are a double-edged sword. If you know how to use it, it can be beneficial for you, it can be life-changing for you.